Hi, I'm Rob Huebel. This is Lake Bell.
Hi, I'm Rob Huebel, and this is Lake Bell.
Hi, I'm Rob Huebel. This is Lake Bell.
Hi.
Hi, it's Lake Bell and Rob Huebel.
Hi, I'm Rob Huebel.
Hi, I'm Lake Bell.
And I'm Rob Cordray.
And welcome back to the podcast.
And
Today,
we're live.
We're going to be talking.
It's not a podcast, it's live.
Oh, it's a live interview that we're doing.
Right now.
Using technology. Recording.
Today.
Recording.
Tonight.
Technology.
Today.
All day long.
Your ears, our mouths.
Your ears, our mouths. That would be a really great podcast.
Anyway, back to you guys.
Back to you guys.
Well, so far so
Good. We haven't been out on the floor yet, so we're kind of raring to get out there. Yeah. Have you guys been out there? Yeah. Is it super packed? Yeah. So many people. Yeah.
You know, that's the only daunting thing about it is that, you know, people are pushy and I know, like, sorry, constant apologies.
It's so hard to not step on people's tails. Isn't
I mean,
it? It's really hard to not step on people's tails.
Oh, God.
It's always a problem.
In Hollywood, too.
In Hollywood,
right?
also. Mostly in Hollywood. Yeah, but we're excited to get out there because all we've seen is this, you know, like, so we got here last night and we had a big dinner.
The panel was good.
Oh yeah, we just did our panel. That was awesome. They'd given the audience all surgical hats and clown noses to wear, so everyone in the audience was wearing surgical.
It was a sea of.
It was a sea of clown doctors, which is a nightmare.
Yeah.
They're like looking out and seeing a bunch of clown doctors is a nightmare.
So,
what do we expect to see this season
There's going to be some. Well, Baby Schwarzenegger.
Baby Schwarzenegger.
Check out Baby Schwarzenegger. Is that not Baby Schwarzenegger?
So good. So we have a British episode this season, which is
we're
sadly,
not in it. We are not in it.
We did not.
It's all
that's a bad thing.
British people. We all had British actors come in and play us.
And we did not get paid.
We did not get paid for that episode
because that was not our favorite.
We were replaced. The premise is that the show is so popular that it was spun off in England. But yeah, we're not in that episode. We didn't get paid for that.
And we didn't get to say any jokes. But they shot it in the same hospital that we did it. So they were kind of always hovering on the top floor doing their thing.
And if we get replaced by British people, you're going to know why.
Yep.
You're going to know why.
Wait, why though?
Because they're British and everything they say sounds like C-3PO and people like that shit. Oh, I'm British. I'm C-3PO. Screw you.
You can quote him on that.
Lake Bell directed 2 episodes this year that are 2 of our more complex and ambitious and mind-blowing episodes. They're like, both of the episodes came out like movies. But they really are. Like, one is sort of one is sort of a kind of a reference to Contagion, or like, but also Memento. It's sort of like if you jammed up those movies. Memento. Tomato. And then the other episode that she directed is like the Bourne Identity Supremacy meets Hannah, you know, the little girl that fights. So Henry Winkler gets in this awesome action fighting scene with this young girl.
Serious.
Just beats her up.
It's intense. And both really, ambitious.
Yeah, so she directed both of those episodes.
They're really great. I'm not in them, unfortunately.
We like to have lady directors.
Yes.
Especially if they're on the show.
Yeah.
Because then they kick it back to us. We pay them to direct it, but then she has to, by wink agreements before, she has to give me half of the money, which technically haven't been paid yet.
Not even
still hoping to get my split of the directing money that you got that I didn't get. I hope that I get my share of your directing money.
On the record, that is incorrect.
Because I said that you'd be
I get a full payment.
great to direct,
You're not
and
my manager.
they did it, and I should get
You didn't say that.
10% of
That's
what
actually
you
not
got
what you said.
of the money.
Nope. By the way, they barely paid me.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, good. Let's strike that.
And what else happens? We
have
lots of
Sex.
steamy,
Sex room
sexual
No.
situations.
Philip Baker Hall is on the show. When I think of sexual situations, I immediately go to
Lake has a kissing scene with an older actor, a very famous gentleman named Philip Baker Hall. As soon as you see him, you'll know who he is. And Lake kissed him.
Spoiler alert.
And a couple seasons ago, I got to make out with an older lady named Marion Ross. You may know her as Mrs. C from the television show Happy Days with Henry Winkler. So I got to make out a hardcore, that was a couple seasons ago, make out with her.
You're still
And now
talking
that
about
you have made out with an older gentleman, let's compare notes.
Yeah,
When
okay.
you go to kiss an old person, what are you worried about going into it?
Offending them.
That they would be offended by...
Me not putting more tongue into it.
Do you really think, in your heart of hearts, that old people, actors on the show, professional, famous actors, are hoping that you use your tongue in your love scenes?
I just don't want them to think that I don't use tongue when I do stage kissing, but I don't want them to think that I'm not using stage kissing because they're old, like I'm discriminating.
Let me tell you from my experience how you avoid that problem. You use your tongue.
Which I saw.
When I kissed Marion Ross, very lovely lady, Mrs. C, I full on used my tongue.
Not appropriate.
In fact, you can even see it on her mouth area. And I found that to be a memorable experience for her. I wanted to give her that gift.
And you think that that was a gift for her?
You are welcome, Mrs. C.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Her name is not Mrs. C.
Marion.
If you guys had to be treated by one of the doctors at Children's Hospital, who would it be?
None of them. None.
Definitely Chief.
Chief. Really? Chief?
Chief knows what's going on.
I guess she's supposed to be,
she's...
in the lore of the show, she has the most medical training.
Yeah. No one else.
No one else knows what they're doing. No one
else.
These
are idiots.
I have treated myself. I did in the opening...
What, like an ingrown toenail?
No. In the opening of a season 2 episode, I'm giving heart surgery to myself. I really do. I have an open beating heart, and I'm carving into it. And it's really... They have it, like, pulled open. And
what episode?
It's really disturbing. It was one of those, like, previously on Children's Hospital.
And
it's me doing, like, digging into my own heart. So probably me, I would treat myself. Owen Maestro would treat me, Owen Maestro, because I'm the only one qualified to do it.
And he's also very egocentric.
Well, it's more that you guys don't know what the F you're doing, medically speaking.
And just narcissistic.
So it's Comic-Con. What are the two of you? What is your favorite superhero?
Oh man, I like Hellboy a lot.
Oh.
I think Hellboy's a cool dude. But also, you gotta RDJ, Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. is pretty cool.
I used to love Aeon Flux. That was the one when I was growing up. I was like, oh, I was so into her. She's like hot and powerful and weird.
We also love the superheroes Rizzoli and Isles.
I like Isles more.
You like Isles more? I like Rizzoli. I'm more of a Rizzoli guy.
And that's why we're friends.
And that's why we get along. So I think both of those ladies are.
Do you like the crust or do you like the inside of the bread?
I like the inside of the bread. I'm not really a crust. I mean, we've really kind of gotten away from superheroes. Now we're just talking about white bread. Well, but I like the bread part more than the crust.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
All right, never mind.
And celebrates the geekiness. What's the geekiest thing you've ever been into when you were younger?
Wow.
I don't know.
I want to know the answer for you.
This is pretty geeky. When I was like 10 years old, older than that, I was super into Olivia Newton-John. I was in love. That's not that geeky, really. It's more just like a weird. I was in love with that woman. I had posters of her all over my bedroom, and then I got her autograph in real life. I got an autograph headshot for Christmas. My mom.
How old was she? How old were you when you?
I was like 10, and my mom got me. She knew someone that knew her, and got me an autographed Olivia Newton-John headshot. And I had a boner for a week.
Oh my god.
Is that geeky? That's not. She's
Well,
not really geeky. Well,
my-
Xanadu's pretty geeky.
Yeah. The counterpart, like the exact thing for me is Axl Rose.
Axl Rose.
I had it all pasted.
That's pretty
all-
cool, though. That's
But-
pretty cool.
It is cool, but Olivia Newton-John. I mean, like I'm just saying that was my Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah, yeah.
And I never got his autograph.
I heard that there's. Do you guys know about Bronies?
Yes.
Yeah.
What is?
Yeah, Bronies are guys that are into My Little Pony. And
nuh-uh.
yes, this is a real thing. I know a woman that does a voice on the My Little Pony show, and she was telling me that they're making a documentary about there's a convention called BronyCon, right?
Wait,
Yeah.
what? You need to explain
Yeah.
this now.
And a bunch of male fans.
Is it
Yeah. Is it a sexual thing?
gay,
Is it
like-
like?
No, I didn't dig too
I think
not
it's
that
like.
that it would be
There's
bad
something
that they were gay.
beautiful
Is it
about a
like,
horse with rainbow-colored hair, and it is pretty sexual.
But is it like rainbow, like gay pride?
I don't know if it's
Because
I
it's
think it's like I think it's like
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, really?
Yeah. I think some of them also like the attention they get from the girls there. That, like all the girls that are into
that's
My
the
Little
smarter
Pony
angle. The
stuff,
smarter
right?
angle is
the
like
girls
let's
who-
go to the My Little Pony.
No.
and
Girls
meet
who are
chicks.
into My
Yeah.
Little Ponies are like 4.
But I think there are older women. There are sexy ladies that are like, oh, I like My. I remember that when I was a girl. I'm gonna go to that. And these guys are like, yeah, Brony.
No.
Well, now it's time to meet with an non-stop day. It's safe to say we'll have some fun today on Geek World Radio.